Okay, we're back. I didn't do everything. I just want to show you, you can do this with a knife. I find it a little bit easier than with a gouge. And what you want to do over here in the corner, if I can bring this up a little closer, you just want to cut that out. And you have to be mindful because you're really going against the grain. It's like working on the end piece. When the grain's running this way, you're actually like working on the end piece here, cutting it across. So, you know, you can slice some of that off. Okay, on either side of the snowman here. We're just going to make that distinct because we're going to cut out the arms a little bit later. Maybe this won't take us as long as I think, but we're just going to plow away at it. Now, next week I'm going to be very, very busy. I won't be able to do a lot of videos next week, I don't think, with working and all. So I'll try to get as much done this weekend as I can. And we'll see where we come up with. Okay. You can tell I handle the knife better than I do gouges. I'm just so used to a knife. See how I'm using my thumb and using this as a pivot? So we're just going to slice this away on the bottom here a little bit. Alright. Whoops. Rather, this isn't the most stable table I've ever worked on. It's just been very handy to have a table I can fold up. But if you have one that's a little sturdier than what I have here, that'd be perfect. So those corners, you remember, you want to go both ways with your knife to really cut them out. Okay. I'm going to do this relief a little differently. It's just like the other one where we went all the way around. Okay, so we're going to also slice this over here. Now we're going to lose our pattern, but that's not a difficult pattern to put back one. It's really the face that I can, and the hat and that I really concerned about not losing the lines. Also, the other thing you want to do, folks, is you don't want to dig it up. When you put your lines in here, you don't want to dig too far when you cut into your piece here. That's not going to make it look good. So I'm just going to go a little deeper here. Make another pass here. You know, if the gouges work better for you, that's fine. You're going to find that I'm going to go back and forth with it. So whatever's more comfortable for you. This is... a beginner can do this if they want. You know, I would say you need a little bit more experience with the knife to feel comfortable using it like this, or the gouges. But you know, if you're a beginner, you're welcome to try it out for sure. You'd be amazed at what beginners can master very quickly. You know, and get used to things. Okay, so I'm just going to stop with that and see if I can go up just a tad there yet. See, when you start getting a little deeper, then these gouges come in real handy. Alright, so that's the first part. I try to stay in the camera view here. It's not always simple. I get carried away sometimes. I get into the piece here. Alright, the other thing we're going to do, we're going to cut the tassel back. Okay, that's our next area. What you want to do is just put it on a table. Do a fairly nice cut there. You're just going to cut that out just like so. Okay, you want to be mindful. We're going to cut on both sides of this tassel just like it's in the middle, just like we did on this one. See how the tassel's kind of in the middle? That's what we'll do with this one here. So you don't want to gouge it out to death. You just want to take out maybe a little ways here. And so we're doing not a complete relief, or it's a little bit of in the round. You know, for some reason I came up with that design, and I just prefer to have it that no matter how you look at it, it's going to be finished. Okay. What we'll need here is a pencil, if I can find one. Here it is. And we're going to just draw a little line here, like so. And we are going to cut the back end off this one. Now that should be on there pretty tight because we're going with the grain, folks, so you don't need to worry about snapping that off as easily as if it were sticking at the top here. It's amazing how much strength is in this wood if you're going with the grain. It really is an amazing thing. So we're just going to kind of rough it out a little bit. Take a look at my time here. We're doing okay. Okay, we're going to go a little deeper. I just needed to do that so we could see where to go here. Alright, so what we're going to do next is we're going to start with this portion here. I already cut this out as this goes on top. But let's cut the bottom part of where, it's kind of funny because this goes under and this one goes on top. Now I'll explain that in just a second here. You're just going to follow your lines basically. Oops. Just like so. Okay? So when you cut this out, you may have to go a little deeper over here to get a different illusion here. So let me go. And I'm going to round this off a little bit, just a tad. You want to round off that corner. Okay, and you're going to round off this one as well. Take this up a little further and cut that out. Remember, we're going to take every bit of this rough stuff off in the front and everywhere because if you go to paint it, it's going to look different. So, okay. So we've got a fairly good start here, folks. We'll be right back and we'll start carving out the other.